Hey guys, hi everyone. I'm Vanisa. I just wanted to come live today. It's Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, all around the world, everyone that I know, and everyone who knows me. And I decided to come here and go live today. You're probably wondering, it's Mother's Day, what am I doing? I'll tell you why. Um, I decided that today will be my day, so I get to choose what I want to do on my day. And because I started building something beautiful along life today, I decided to work on it and start preparing for something even better. So I came up with something and I wanted to share it with everyone today. It probably will give some clarity to your mind, probably help someone out there, inspire someone. I guess I'm on a mission, and the mission is not just about business, but the mission is about mindset shift, inspiring somebody who can one day change your life too, just like what I'm doing to mine. So if you're a woman, mom, professional, parent, whether you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. I'm trying to say women and mom because I'm a mother, I'm a woman. So, it just happens that way. Well, this is for everyone. There is no limitations as long as you're 18 and above, you are into retirement, you are in the middle of middle age, you're a new parent. This is something that you can think about. Think about it, because a lot of people are worried, skeptical, unsure. There are a lot of things out there that's happening in life, and they take a step back. Because in my business, when I get people who come in and ask me questions, they ask a lot of questions, but they are afraid to take the step. Why? Because it's an online digital marketing business. Why? Because you're afraid it's not a legit business, not a legal business. Well, it is. Why? Because some people are afraid that it's a scam. Well, it's not a scam. I'm real. I'm Vanisa. I'm in Melbourne, Victoria. I'm in Werribee. And I'm a mom of two. I have a son who has special needs. I have a teenage daughter who lives on her own. And I care for my mom and dad who are elderly. So, and I also have a pet dog, and she's a Labrador, and she's a beautiful one. Anyway, let's get back to where and why I'm here. Why people look into online digital business opportunities. So I've got it all sorted out. I'm just going to get some points, and you'll probably be wondering why I'm looking and reading at the same time, because it is information that I really want to share. So my personal observation and testimonials, and before we go into that, I just want to share. So what I want to share with you is it's a reflection of Mother's Day, themed business and mindset, featuring a lot of information that I want to put out here. It's speaking honestly about why people look into business opportunity for different reasons in life. So the content that I'm highlighting is real life situations, including burnout, caregiving, motherhood, financial pressure, health challenges, retirement planning, relationship struggles, rebuilding after hardship, immigration, immigrant moms, immigrant parents, immigrant students, international students, study, disability, and desire for more flexibility and long-term security. I guess that's quite a wide range, but I'll narrow it down. The overall message is not about selling a business here. That's why I'm here today. But about recognizing that many people are searching for something sustainable, flexibility, which is flexible and aligned with the life they are trying to build. We are all here for a reason. We are all searching something better in life for ourselves, our family. And this is going to be about motherhood, burnout, business ownership, long-term security, purpose, flexibility, systems and automation, building alongside life, growth mindset, helping others grow is my purpose here today, going live. So let's start. Okay, so while many are celebrating out today, I'm at home. I have been celebrating for one whole week with my son, especially my son, and I've been sharing that in my journey, in my Facebook platform, Instagram, and YouTube and TikTok. So all these platforms is where I share my journey. And while many are celebrating, resting, or spending time with family, I already have. I also decided to sit down and work on my business today intentionally. So, not because I had to, but because over time I realized something very important. It started this morning. As mothers, as women, we do so much for everyone else. We care, we provide, we nurture, we sacrifice, we carry responsibilities. People don't even see that. Most of the time, you see it, but you just walk past it, you brush it. And somewhere along the way, many of us realize we also need to intentionally plan for our future security, stability, and a peace of mind, which is something we all talk about today. Mental health, but how do you overcome these things? That was one of the biggest mindset shift for me. Being a mother, being a parent, being a nurse, and also being a carer. Not just surviving life day to day. I'm a single mom, but that doesn't mean it is a bad thing. Sometimes being who I am, being who you are, has a reason to it, and make the best out of it. That's what I do. A lot of you can too, right? So, not just surviving life day to day, but intentionally building something alongside life with the purpose. That's what I'm doing. And I want to share it with you guys. So, being a nurse and a mom and a single parent, I also have a child with special needs, and that's not going to stop me. And being a carer to my parents. Just a second, sorry. I became burnt out. Sorry, just a few things went off. I became burnt out and my battery is low, so I had to put the cable on. Trying to carry everything at once while still working and surviving day to day as a nurse and a mom. And that was my reason for looking for something different. And when that opportunity came, I intentionally did my own due diligence, went through it step by step, found a reason why I made myself do it, because I knew I needed to make a change. But over time, I realized everyone has their own reasons. Just like I have my own reason why I'm doing this, everyone else has their own reason. So that is exactly why I'm here to share that. This is the experience that I've gained, and the kind of people I've been meeting. And if it resonates with you, and if you are someone in that category, well, it's time maybe to start looking for something that you can build, which is what I'm trying to say here. So, all right, let's start with the first reason why. The first reason why most people are into this, looking for an option in online digital business, is work and financial pressure. People wanting to supplement their 9-to-5 incomes. Families needing a second source of income. Parents wanting more time, freedom with their children. Individuals wanting to eventually replace their job income. Young families trying to build stability earlier in life. People wanting additional income for holidays, travel, or a better lifestyle. Individuals wanting to build a better future than what they currently have. These are examples, real life examples of people that I have so far met in my business. All right. And these are the reasons, their whys, their reasons why they are coming and choosing an option like this in life when they already have a 9-to-5, working along the 9-to-5, still running a business, and you'll understand why. These are the reasons. When you have a reason, you will make a change. You will want to make a change. You will find the right structure, right business for yourself and make that change. The next one is health and life changes. A lot of people come in because they start looking for an opportunity like this because when they have health and life changes. People facing burnout and exhaustion. I'm one of them. Individuals, I was one of them. Individuals who are diagnosed with health conditions who can no longer work the same way anymore. And sometimes when it's too late, that's when we realize we could have made a change. We shouldn't be making a change. But you know what? It's not too late. Even if it is what it is, you can still make a change. We are still alive. We are still breathing. We don't know what the future is. So don't stop yourself from changing your destiny. That's what I think I want to say. Yes, people physically unable to continue traditional work hours. That's another reason. Individuals wanting to work from home because of disability or mobility limitations. I can vouch for that. I have a child who's like that. I see his future. I'm building this because I want him to have something. And I don't want him to be disabled or to be labeled for the rest of his life. So being that mom, this is what I'm doing. And I want to grow something for him. So he will have something that he can leverage from if anything happens to me. So carers needing flexibility while supporting loved one. That's me too. Mom and dad, my children, myself. Well, the next reason would be personal and relationship challenges. A lot of us start looking for a second option, a second source of income because our first source of income is gone. People going through difficult times in life or relationships, that should not bring you down. You know, when you have something to build, even no matter how tough challenges have thrown, I didn't have this, but if I knew this when I was going through hardship, when I was going through a relationship that was breaking down, if I had something that I was already building like this, I'm very sure my mindset would have been strong enough to walk through a lot of brick walls, walk through a lot of things in life and make changes in my life at that time. But it's not too late. Now that I know that this exists, I have decided to do it and I'm doing it. And I believe a lot of women, a lot of parents, a lot of people, moms, men who are going through similar situation, even youngsters, you're going through so much. That shouldn't stop you. But when you have something you're growing and you're building, you're empowered because you know you have something to back you up. That's something to think about. If you're anyone out there and you're listening to me right now live, please come join and start joining me once in a while. That'd be great. Good to share, comment, and share your thoughts too. It'll be nice to have a two-way conversation. And parents feeling pressure because they cannot currently provide enough for their family. A lot of us have that guilt. People rebuilding their confidence, stability, and future after hardship. I'm one of them. And if you are there hearing me, if you resonate, you know what? Hear me out all the way. The next one is retirement and long-term security. See, I thought about all this today because I had someone who reached out and said something that I felt if I could make a change, I want to make a change. If I could get one person, every time I go live, every time I share my journey, if I can get somebody to resonate with me and stop them from putting themselves down and building their life, if I had someone like that back then, I would have stepped up long time ago. Today I'm stepping up. I found my path. I'm stepping up. And being a business owner, it's giving me confidence not to give up. And I'm sure a lot of you want to do that. Just that sometimes you need somebody to lift you up. Sometimes you need somebody to give you a push. Sometimes you need somebody to guide you through. And we all don't have that. And when we do, let's take it. Let's seize it. And let's make the best out of it. And trust the journey. I remember those words, trust the journey. But I was so afraid too, because I didn't know how to pick myself up. But when I started, I am on it and I am happy and glad I know how I can guide someone else too. So on Mother's Day, I decided to make this change. On Mother's Day, I decided that I want to inspire somebody. Someone out there, if you're sitting and struggling thinking you're a mom, you've got all your hands tied up, well, start building a business that is affordable. Start building a business that you can leverage from. Start building a business that one day your family will thank you for it. This might be something you never know. unless you check it out, unless you discover what it is. So I'm here trying to inspire somebody. That's why I'm sharing all this. So you guys, what I was talking about, retirement and long-term security, people realizing they need to start building now rather than waiting. I'm 51 years old and I guess I'm one of them, so why wait? Sometimes you don't have a retirement plan. Sometimes life takes a shift and you start panicking and you don't know what to do. And well, we are still alive. It's not too late. We can still build it. We can still grow. Find a way and start building. There will always be a path and somebody to receive you on the other side. And I see that happening to me a lot when I was struggling, when I was going through so much. People were there to back you, but it's just up to you whether you are ready to take that step forward, to choose a path and choose your journey. If you can't do that, then nobody can help. So the next one is immigrants, students, and new beginnings. Sorry, I'm just getting information coming in. Immigration moms wanting to contribute financially while staying present for family. International students wanting to build something alongside study. So we come into a country and we start building our life. We work, we do everything, but you know what? We don't have family support. We don't have the community that we used to live in anymore. We come into a different community and we have to start all over again. It's not easy. Being an immigrant mom myself, I can resonate and I understand if a lot of us out there are going through this. Some of us have it all, some of us don't. And those who don't, maybe this is for you. All right? Young people in foreign countries, especially students, your parents send you abroad to study and you can't afford it and you don't want to trouble them, you don't want to burden them, but you are doing your best, you are achieving the right results and you want to grow. This is a platform that you can start evaluating alongside what you're doing also. It will benefit you. I know a business partner who's 20 years old. She started when she's 19 and amazingly she's a top student. She's a uni student and she's doing this business and growing it beautifully. It is real life. Check out the testimonials, you will know. Okay, I'm in Melbourne, Victoria, and Australia, and just going to let you know that just as long as we are going through, just in case. So young people in foreign countries trying to create stability and independence. Families starting over after major life changes. A lot of us have many reasons why we are looking for other options in life. The other category would be fear, doubt, and skepticism. Some people are interested but afraid. I recently got someone who reached out to me and said, how do I know if this is a scam, or what if this is not real? And they wanted to hear my voice. They wanted me to call them, talk to them in person. That's all fine. It's all done. And they said they'll reach out and start discovering what it is. But to get that trust, you need to make that first step and ask. Only then I can reach out to you. So if you're that kind of person, you're skeptic, you're fearful, you have doubts, it's because you have experienced something. Definitely that's why you're feeling that way and you're not sure, or you don't have the right exposure. Maybe that's why you are afraid. And I have that similar feeling because I was afraid that I wasn't a tech savvy person. I wasn't on the social media platform as much as I am today. And now I have learned, because the business has allowed me to grow in that way. My mindset has changed. It has given me exposure. It has given me a way to learn how to grow myself on social media. It's guided me through. And that is a benefit I got out of the business. Because today I can do that with others. I can do that for myself. I know what is right and wrong. I know how to differentiate what a scam is. I know how to keep myself safe, keep my platform safe, my business safe. All this we learn along the way. And I learned it through my business that I am in right now. So some never take the next step because fear stops them before evaluating even begins. I'm one of them, guilty of that. And yes, I did that. It took me a while before I made the right decision. But you know what? Until I took that step, I just kept sitting on the fence and I didn't know what to do. And I kept creating more doubts, creating more questions in my head. There were more questions coming up because I did not take the next step to evaluate the business model, do my own part, and find out what this is really about. Now, we want something so badly, we will check the reviews. We want something so badly, we will go through the testimonials. We want something so badly that we know we need to make a change. We start scouting, asking, finding out information. Hi, Noriko. Thank you for joining me. Wow, thank you. I see you. I hear you. We want information, but we just don't take that first step to reach out, do our part. That's all we need to do. You see, when we wanted to go and study in the university, or we wanted to upgrade ourselves, you have to do the hard work, right? You find out what you need to study, what course you need to go into, how you need to structure yourself, and if that course is something meant for you that you can see yourself in, and build your career from there. And some people, they study something, graduate and become graduates, and then after that they don't work in that platform that they actually graduated in. They work something else, because that is how life changes. But you carry that education with you, that knowledge with you for the rest of your life, just like what I'm doing today. Having the knowledge of nursing isn't stopping me just because I've taken a break for a short period, and that it's not going to go away, because that knowledge has helped me care for my dad who's so old, who's gone through a major surgery recently. When he comes back and he's unable to care for himself, at least I know what to do next. I know how to help him. And I know a lot of nurses who are in the business who are doing the same thing for their family, for their loved ones. Because we want to care for your loved one first. We're caring for everyone else out there, but we don't do that for our family. So I'm a bit emotional about that, because I felt the same. I did nursing because I needed to care for my son who has a disability. That was my main reason. The second reason was securing my life here in a foreign country. And I've already done that. Not for me, but for my children. For my children, I needed to secure myself first. When I was in the airline, the first thing they say, when you have an emergency, you put on the life jacket for yourself first before you put it on for your children. And the reason why is because unless you save yourself, you can save the rest of them. But if you don't save yourself and you save everyone else, but you are not going to be able to save everybody if you are not safe, if you are not secure, if you are not able to be strong enough, you won't have that strength to help others. So save yourself first. That is something I learned when I was in the airline too. So you know what? Everything we learn is a learning process for us, to use that as a guide in our life. It is not wasted. Think about it. It's not wasted. Every journey I went through in life is similar to that. And all right, next is, and honestly, the next one is, why business ownership? Okay, let's go here. At the end of the day, we all have our own reasons why we want to build something, grow something, and become business owners. If you're here, you may already be a business owner. If you're here and hearing me in silent, a lot of us are looking for business ownership, because business is something you can grow and keep because it's yours. But working for someone else, you never know when you're going to have the job, or when you're going to lose the job, or how long you're going to be in a job. But if you grow a business, it's a peace of mind, because it's your baby that you're nurturing and growing according to the way you want to. So at the end of the day, we all have our own reasons why we want to own our own business. I don't want to work for somebody for the rest of my life. At this age, I feel like I'm tired. I get burnt out easily. I don't want to travel hours on the road, come back late so I can't be with my son. I want to be there with him, to see him hit his milestones. And me being able to be in this business today, I have been able to hit so many milestones alongside my son too. He achieving so many things. Next week, Wednesday, he's He is playing basketball for the school team. I'm a proud mom. He has a disability. He has Down syndrome and autism. In a mainstream, inclusive education, and being able to represent your school team for basketball, for me as a mother, he plays really well. He is such a good player, basketball. I'm proud to say that as a mother. And him representing the school is a big deal for me. In June, he will be joining the tournament for karate. He's red belt. He's going for the tournament for karate in June. And I'm a proud mom. I'm so proud of this child. This is what it has given me. Being able to be present in his life, this is what it's given me. Sharing it with you guys. Sorry for diverting. So, because when you are building your own business, this is what you're going to get, yeah? You're building something for yourself. You are not depending entirely on someone else's system. Your growth depends on your decision, consistency, and vision. And why? Because the driving force behind what you create, when you have a strong why, when you know why you need to make a change in your life, that is what is going to make that change. That is what is going to make you take that next step to make that change. So ask yourself, why are you even clicking on that link to find out what this business is about? Because you already know you want to make a change, but you don't know how to. So take the next step, guys. Only you can make that happen. But in order to do that properly, you need to find a business model that works with you, alongside your lifestyle, that has a system that's on automation, that is structured, flexibility, that gives you that flexibility, time leverage, long-term sustainability. We need that. I needed all this before I decided on business ownership. So you can build something alongside life instead of sacrificing your entire life just to survive, working for someone else. And you know what? You can also still work for someone else and have a business like this, because this business allows you, it works on automation, right? So it allows you to do anything else out there while it grows on the side. That's something that benefits me as a mom a lot. So, and maybe today on Mother's Day, right, this message will resonate with someone silently caring a lot too. Because sometimes life is not only about receiving, sometimes it's about sharing, growing, helping others see new possibilities, planting seeds of hope and awareness. And when someone else's grow, in many ways, you grow alongside them too. I personally feel that, not just financially, but spiritually, emotionally, mentally. Your mindset changes, your perspective in life changes, the way you see life changes. That to me is one of the most powerful part of growth and business ownership. And that is why I decided to go live. I'm sorry. I was a bit emotional because, you know what? I just felt being a mom, this would be a good Mother's Day gift to all moms out there, all women's out there. And if you are a husband, a father, to your daughters, to your wife, if you feel that you want to see them grow rather than they not do anything, this would be a beautiful gift to give your family. This would be a beautiful opportunity to allow your loved ones to grow something for themselves. I think it would be, and why? Because it's something a mom, a woman, a mother like me can do. Anyone can do it. You all can do it. And how you grow it really depends on you. You might even grow it better than me. You might do that business better than me and many others out there. And it's possible. So you guys, have a blessed Mother's Day and enjoy the rest of your days together with your family, your loved ones. And if you are not, if you're alone, I see you and I hear you and you're not alone. All right? Stay warm. Keep yourself warm. It's cold here. It's getting very cold. And enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Bye.